Nobody warns you about this moment, not your parents, not your financial advisor, not the internet. There's a specific point in your investing journey, a real, calculable, mathematical moment where everything quietly shifts. Before this moment, you are the engine, you are the one pushing, contributing, grinding, hopping. After this moment, your money takes over. And here's the part that should make you stop scrolling. This moment is not at retirement. It's not when you hit $1 million. It's not when you're 65 and finally allowed to stop. For some people, it already happened and they don't even know it. For others, it's closer than they think. Today I'm going to show you exactly what this moment is, what it's called, the precise math behind it, and how to calculate the exact number you need to reach it. Because once you see this, the way you look at your portfolio will never be the same. Act 1, 2 engines. Every investing journey runs on 2 engines. Most people only know about one. Engine 1 is loud, it's your contributions. The money you manually pull from your paycheck every single month and push into your account. Early on, this engine is everything. It feels like dragging a boulder uphill with your bare hands, every month, without rest, without much visible progress. This is the engine most people talk about. Save more, earn more, contribute more. Engine 2 is silent. It's compounding, and in the beginning it's almost insulting how small it feels. You put in $10,000. The market returns 7%. You made 700. That's the magic of compounding everyone talks about, yes. For now, because here's what nobody explains clearly enough. These 2 engines don't stay equal forever. One slows down in relative importance, the other becomes an absolute monster. And at a very specific, calculable moment, the balance of power between them flips completely. That flip has a name. It's called the crossover point. Act 2, the crossover point. This is when your portfolio stops needing you to push it and starts pulling itself. The crossover point is the moment your portfolio's annual growth exceeds your annual contributions. Simple definition. Massive implications. Let's put real numbers on it. Say you're investing $20,000 per year into a broad index fund. Historical average return of 7%. Here's what that looks like at different portfolio sizes. At $100,000 invested, 7% growth generates $7,000 your dollars. $20,000 contribution is still doing almost all the work. You are the engine. Compounding is the passenger. At $300,000 invested, 7% growth generates $21,000 now dollars. You and compounding are roughly equal. You're sharing the load. At $500,000 invested, 7% growth generates $35,000 your dollars. $20,000 contribution suddenly looks small. Compounding is now the engine. You're the passenger. At $1 million invested, 7% growth generates $70,000 your dollars. $20,000 contribution is barely a rounding error. The machine is running itself. This is why people say building wealth gets easier after the first few $100,000. It's not a motivational phrase. It's arithmetic. Early on you are dragging the portfolio forward, but somewhere between $300,000 and $500,000, depending on how much you're saving, the portfolio starts dragging itself. Now here's where this gets genuinely interesting. What actually happens if you stop contributing at different points? Same assumptions. $20,000 per year, 7% average return. Target $1 million, contribute dollars the full way through. You hit $1 million in roughly 23 years. That's the baseline. Stop at $100,000. Compounding doesn't have enough mass yet. We're still years and years away, and the cost of stopping early is enormous. Stop at $300,000. That took about 11 years of contributions. From there, compounding carries you the rest of the way in roughly 18 more years. Total, about 29 years. You only lose 6 years compared to never stopping. Stop at $500,000. That took about 15 years of contributions. From there, compounding doubles it to $1 million in roughly 11 more years. Total, about 26 years. Stopping at $500,000 only delays your million by 3 years. Read that again. Halfway to $1 million is not halfway in time. Once you hit critical mass, your ongoing contributions matter less and less in relative terms. The boulder is rolling on its own. Act 3, CoastFI 4, 15, 6, 15. The crossover point is psychological. This next number is freedom. Now I need to separate 2 ideas that sound similar but mean very different things. My contributions don't matter as much is not the same as I don't need to invest anymore. Crossover point is a mindset shift. The moment you actually no longer need to invest for retirement to work, that has a different name. It's called CoastFI. CoastFI means you have enough invested right now that even if you never added another single dollar, compounding would still grow it into your full retirement goal by your target age. Let that sit for a second. Not contributing less. Not slowing down, 0 contributions. Retirement still works. That's the moment the pressure comes off completely. You could take a lower paying job you actually enjoy. You could start the business you've been afraid to start. You could work fewer hours without panic. You could stop feeling like one bad year destroys your entire future. CoastFI doesn't mean you stop working. It means work finally becomes a choice. The math, how to calculate your number. Let's walk through this simply. Step 1, how much do you want to spend in retirement annually? Let's say $70,000 per year. Step 2, subtract income you expect without touching investments. Social Security estimate, $25,000. That means your portfolio needs to generate $45,000 per year. Step 3. Calculate your retirement target. Using the standard 4% withdrawal framework, $45,000 0.04 equals $1,125,000. That's dollars your finish line. Step 4. Work backwards to find your CoastFI number. Real return, expected return after inflation. Conservative estimate, 5% years until retirement. 30 years $125,000 105 30 equals $260,000. That's it. If you are roughly 30 years from retirement and you have $260,000 invested right now, you don't need to contribute another dollar for retirement to still land on schedule, not because markets are guaranteed. Because time and compounding are now doing the heavy lifting without you. That is CoastFI. That is when the pressure starts to lift. Act 4. What changes after CoastFI? Before CoastFI, missing a contribution feels dangerous. After it, the rules change. Before CoastFI, every missed contribution feels like a threat. You skip a month, you feel behind, the market drops, you panic, big expense hits, and suddenly your entire retirement plan feels fragile. After CoastFI, your job description changes completely. You're no longer building the machine, you're protecting it. Don't panic sell when the market drops. Don't raid the account for a lifestyle upgrade. Don't let one bad year convince you to blow up a decade of compounding. Your contributions after CoastFI still matter, but they matter differently. They're not making retirement possible anymore. They're buying you margin, they're buying you safety, they're buying you options. Every dollar you add after CoastFI is extra runway, earlier freedom, a bigger cushion, a shorter timeline, but the retirement itself. That's already locked in Act 5, the milestones that actually matter. Stop tracking one number. Start tracking the shifts. Most people stare at one number. Need $1 million. And for 20 years they grind toward that single target, feeling behind the entire time, never recognizing the real milestones passing underneath them. Here's what actually matters. $10,000. Proof the habit is real. Most people never build this. You did $100,000. Compounding starts to feel tangible. The account moves in ways that your contributions alone can't explain. The crossover point, growth beats contributions. The portfolio is officially pulling itself. You went from employee to supervisor. Your portfolio earns more than you do in a year. Surreal. Quiet. Most people miss it entirely, but it happens. And when it does, something changes permanently. Your CoastFI number contributions become optional. Retirement is no longer a question of if, just when work becomes optional, the end game. Not retirement necessarily, just the freedom to choose. Here's the truth about your investing journey. It doesn't feel like what it actually is while it's happening. In the early years, it feels like nothing, small numbers, slow progress, a habit that seems almost pointless. Then one day, quietly, without announcement, the machine gets big enough to run without you pushing it. And everything you thought retirement would require starts to look different, less grinding, less fear, less depending on being perfect for the next 30 years, wherever you are right now, just starting. Chasing your first 10,000 climbing dollars toward 100,000 somewhere dollars in that $300,000 to $500,000 crossover range. You're not just saving money. You're building a machine, and every single contribution you make, no matter how small it feels today, is moving that machine closer to the moment it no longer needs you. Once it gets there, your only job is to stay out of its way. If this reframed how you see your portfolio, subscribe. Next video, we're breaking down the exact accounts to use, in what order, to reach your CoastFI number as fast as mathematically possible.